has given you victory. Come, let's dance, let's give him praises now. Because of Jesus, every day now shakara they do. Double, heavenly blessings now him and they receive. God, your grace and mercy is always they follow.
Follow you. I declare many blessings shall follow you. Goodness and mercy shall follow you. And the Lord shall give you an expected end. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The Lord your God is with you and will show you his greatness. In the name of Jesus. Can I have a good amen? Put your hands together again one more time. Hallelujah. You may be seated. God bless you. Oh my God. I didn't know you could do this African song too. I was in shock. I really was in shock. You did it better than African. I like the shakara they do. That part, I don't know what it means, but something they do. I like it. That's a powerful song, isn't it? Oh my God. God is good. Now I saw Bridget walking in. Bridget, will you stand? I want to just, Bridget yesterday turned, actually Friday turned the big 4-0. Bridget has been a member of this church. When the parents joined the church, she was a teenager. A little girl. Actually, a little girl. A little girl. We have watched her grow. We've watched her finish high school, go to college, go to graduate school. She babysat our children. Taught the Marys how to swim. And she's a principal of a school, and she's done quite well. Ventured a little bit into the medical field business world, and she just said her heart is in the school system. She's back there. God has blessed her. She just built a beautiful home, which Mommy and I yet to go see and bless. But yesterday Friday was her big 4-0, and we are grateful that the Lord has sustained her all this time. God bless you. God bless you. Yesterday, Damaris said to me, Daddy, we have a place to go. We're going to be in a party, but you've been detaining us. And I also started complaining, you detaining us. Because we had a lot to do, so I wanted the children to come home for us to discuss some few things. And I realized that it was the birthday party that Mommy and I weren't invited to. But at least, nevertheless, we all called her and wished her a happy birthday. So we are grateful for your life. And I'm grateful for each of your lives. Particularly this year, I'll be celebrating your birthday with you if you've not already celebrated it as the beginning of the year. I want you to know that God has great plans for you. And we are very excited for your life. This is going to be a good year for all of us. We are very certain. Today's message is identifying opportunities. Identifying opportunities. Identify opportunities. It's a very important message. Please listen very carefully. You are not here by accident or happenstance. Whatever the case may be, this message this morning is practical and critical to your life and also to your personal growth and development. It's good for your relationship with God, and it's very necessary to position you so that you live life without excuse, but life full of God's plan and also for your own fulfillment. Identifying opportunities. Now, since we're talking about opportunities, it's good for me to clarify and explain what is opportunity? What is opportunity in the first place? Opportunity is a good chance for advancement or progress. A good chance for opportunity, advancement or progress. That is what opportunity means. A good chance for advancement or progress. So when you hear the word opportunity, this is what should come to your mind. Opportunity means one is being privy to have a good chance to advance or to progress. The second meaning of the word opportunity is a favorable outcome of circumstance. A favorable outcome of a circumstance. Let me tell you, whatever happens to your life, as bad as you may feel, you may think of, remember, it always will work out. That is what the Bible says, all things work out for good for them who love God and who are called according to his purpose. A favorable outcome of a circumstance. When you go through things, for the moment, you frown, you kick, you fight, you resist, but when things go through its normal course, you realize that things didn't destroy or hurt you as you thought or as you feared, but rather they made you strong, better, and also successful. Opportunity, a good chance for advancement or progress. Opportunity, a favorable outcome of a circumstance. Now, since we're talking about opportunity, it is very important for me to make this point. Since we all have opportunities in life, remember that there are some people who don't take advantage of what to make them progress or advance, or they don't look out for favorable outcomes in life. They have actually gone ahead of the word favor, and they become what we call, they've gone ahead of the word opportunity, and they're what we call opportunists. There are people, you may have heard this word, this person is an opportunist, or you may have heard it many times, and you just don't know what it really means. Let me give you some little description of what opportunist is, or who opportunist is. Opportunist is someone who's a slick, shady, and amoral person. A slick, shady, and amoral person. In fact, with that, so many people come to mind, or some circumstances will come to mind. Who is an opportunist? A slick, shady, or amoral person. They're everywhere. In fact, they're all over the world. When you find a person who is slick, shady, or immoral, such person always desires to get through life without a day of work. There are people like that. In fact, there are those who may come out of your own loins, you may call your children, who may be well qualified opportunists. And there'll be some of you who grew up as opportunists too. You opportunists as far as your parents were concerned. You opportunists as far as people who loved you were concerned. Or people around you could be. One who only has a desire to get through life without a day of work. A slick, shady, immoral person is one that capitalizes on the moment for his or her own personal gain. And in the world, this is a term you have always heard used, freeloader. How many of you heard the word freeloader? There are some people like that, they are freeloaders. A freeloader is somebody who comes with their tank empty and wants you to fill it full so they can be loaded with your stuff. That's what it is. And let me tell you because of a Christian love that we're supposed to share and spread all around the world, there are some people who are specialized. They go from church to church, and they are what you call opportunists, slick, shady, and immoral. There are some people who go to churches, who go to places, and they'll have the same story. My light is off. I need only $2 or $10, and they will mention they'll just give you a figure that you can deal with, and they'll play with your conscience. All I need is $49.99 to actually top up my rent. They're all over the place. In fact, in every family you may have one. One that always seems to have a need that never gets met. That's an opportunist. It's all over the place. It's not only when we're dealing with family issues. There are opportunists, politicians, opportunists. There are opportunists, preachers, opportunists. There are those who capitalize on a person's weakness, exploit them. They know that this person is needy, desperate. They'll take advantage of their weakness. They'll see an opening. They will suck them dry. There are well-meaning, silver-tongued preachers who will use their tongue to destroy not just individual lives or homes. They will literally take every dime out of your pocket, and they don't care. And they will spend all the resources for self-gratification. Whilst people are struggling, hurting, poor, they are living high. There are many people like that. In fact, this is what really concerns many people, for which many have turning away from politics, because they feel like, man, these politicians don't care anything about us. It's all about their position and power. It goes in different forms and different ways. But yet, opportunity is something that we should identify, each one of us. But we should distinguish what is opportunity and who is opportunist. Let me go further and make this point. If you have to break it down, I'll put it this way. Opportunists often seek favor without labor. Favor without labor. Opportunists seeks privileges without responsibilities. Privilege without responsibility. They're all over the place. Who is an opportunist? And what does he seek? Opportunist is one who seeks for title without toil. Title without toil. If you find a person who's power hungry, all they want is title, but they don't do the job, the opportunist. All opportunists is one who seeks for glory without pain. Glory without pain. With that description, let me just tell you, my main focus today is not on opportunism, opportunistic person, but is on how to identify opportunities. How to identify a good chance so you can advance or progress, or how you can actually experience favorable outcome out of your own circumstances. Let me see by hand, honestly, how many of you have experienced something in your life? You've experienced something. Something. It could be positive or negative. You've experienced something. I want to see every hands up, please, everybody. Okay, that means we've all experienced something, irrespective of age. Any baby that experienced, born today, that experienced hunger and cries, they've experienced something. So from the womb to the grave, life is all about experience. Good or bad. But at least we've identified that each one of us here had gone through some things somehow, somewhere in our lifetime. And anything you've experienced, you can learn from it. It can make you better, or it can make you bad or worse. And the fact is, our experience differs one from another. My experience will not necessarily be your exact experience. Certain experiences are serious than others. Just like hardships growing up differs from home to home. We've all gone through some things. Don't let the suit I have on deceive you. I've been through some things. Don't let my achievement deceive you. I've been through some things. We've all been through some things, but it depends on how we wear it, how we process it, and how we live out of it or live in it. We've all been through some things. There are many inspiring stories also that has come out of people's experiences. Stories that can motivate you. Stories that can inspire you. And most of us have always been intrigued by those who've come out of nothing to something. The reason why, I don't care whether you're a Christian or not Christian, but put your faith aside and look at it broadly. The reason why most women seem to identify with Oprah, irrespective of her faith, is because they believe that her experience speaks to their experiences. They look at her not as a political figure, not as a mother, but they look at her as a friend, somebody who can actually speak into their lives. Put aside faith. The reason why most men, and particularly most women, are drawn to Dr. Phil is because they believe that he understands their experiences. And if I allow Dr. Phil to come into my space, he will speak sanity, and he will bring some things to me that can help change, transform, or make my life better. The reason why some people are drawn to Bill Gates, the same reason. The reason why some are drawn to Kingsley Fletcher, the same reason. People are drawn to people that they can identify with. When somebody tells you, I'm inspired by such person, or I admire this person, they are saying to you, there's something around this person, there's something of this person that speaks volumes to them and makes much meaning to them. But the fact that you like them doesn't mean everybody likes them. The fact that you acknowledge what they mean in your life doesn't mean everyone acknowledges that. So it is true then that different strokes for different folks. What will be of importance to you may not be to somebody else, because that experience may not mean much to you. When you have not gone through poverty, you've not gone through lack, you've not gone through bankruptcy, you've not gone through abandonment, you've not gone through growing up without the father or growing up without the mother, without having a home of comfort, brothers or sisters, but you go from foster home to foster home, problem to problem, bad marriage to another marriage, bad relationship to another relationship. Everything's going bad. It has an impact on you. It has an impact on your outlook, the way you perceive things, the way you process things, and the way you live your life. But yet you may not see this as something of great importance or something that could be opportunity. I believe in the stories such of Mother Teresa, people who are able to see opportunities, therefore they will leave what you and I will consider comfort to be drawn to something more significant to their lives, which they consider opportunity. And I'll show you in a minute an individual, maybe one or two, who have gone through life and they saw opportunities when others didn't see opportunities. You see, some people may see things and walk past it, but others may see it and thank God. Some people may go through circumstance and just walk away, and others will say, my God, what you are taking for granted is what I believe can change my destiny. It is true in life. Some people have they don't want. And some people want and they don't have. Which one are you? You got it and you don't know the value of it? Or you need it and you see somebody brushing it off? In fact, this can be something that can actually settle many issues. At times you don't value or you don't like something until somebody tells you, my God, you don't know this? Oh no, I was just about to throw it in the trash. Oh, you don't know the value of this? Let me tell you what this thing can do. I identify the value in it. If you don't identify it, you kick it off. But if somebody identifies the value, they keep it. Can you identify opportunity or opportunities if you see it or you see them? Let me say to you, every moment has its own opportunity. Every second has its own opportunity. Every day has its own opportunity. Therefore, if I may encourage you this morning or today, let it be this. Please, whatever you do, seize the moment. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Whatever you do, seize the moment. Make sure, let me repeat it again. Make sure you don't allow these three things, fear, excuses, and doubt, to make you lose out on your divine opportunities. Fear, excuses, and doubts. So many opportunities will come your way, but if you allow fear, excuses, and doubt, you will miss out on what is more important to you. There are so many people who are minimizing their lives instead of maximizing their lives. Are you minimizing your life or are you maximizing your life? This is something you should consider. You know, I've always been concerned about the state of the church. Am I concerned about the state of the church? It's not going to a church and jump all day and walk out and have nothing in your heart or your mind. If your heart and your mind cannot connect, something is wrong. You spend most of your day, again, on your job than you spend in your own bed. How many hours do you sleep anyway? And how many hours do you stay in your own home? You are working something that you consider a value. You've identified a place that will meet your need, but yet you are not satisfied and you are not happy. Why do you do something that you're not happy with, and yet you are paid? Aren't you making things worse for yourself? I'd rather do something that I like, that even if I'm not paid, I know that I am actually fulfilling my own destiny. I don't like it, but well, the pay, that means you've actually lived minimizing your own potential. Seize the moment. Push out fear. Push out excuses. And push out doubt. Lest you will lose out on your divine opportunities. God is bringing so many opportunities around you. If you are doubtful, you lose them. If you are fearful, you lose them. And if you give excuses, you will lose them. You know what Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 4 to 6 says? Let's read it carefully. Ecclesiastes 11, 4 to 6. See, we have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better. That is my desire. I want to make sure that anyone that I meet, I can identify opportunities in them. Not as an opportunist, but something that will benefit me and them, which you call what? Win-win situation. A beneficial situation. Listen to what he says in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, 4 to 6. He says, he who observes the wind will not sow. And he who regards the cloud will not reap. May I put it this way? Those who observe the weather did not come to church this morning for 9 o'clock service. But guess what? You have identified opportunity because you are hearing a message that may not be repeated. And those of you, my special friends who are here, my bankers are in church today. at least you came in here because this is an opportunity that you've identified. I'm going there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm going to get. But I promise you, when you leave this place, some of the things you hear this morning will be ringing in your mind, and it will help you, aid you, assist you in making decisions that will help you down the road. If you look for excuses and reasons, you find thousands and one not to do what you're supposed to do. He who observes the wind will not sow. Will. It is a shall not. May not. He says will not sow. Because they will make that definitive decision. Because the weather will be a deterrent. You observe the wind, you will not sow. And regards the cloud, you will not reap. And as you do not know what is in the way of the wind, because you don't know the way of the way of the wind, or how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with a child, so you do not know the works of God, who makes everything. In the morning, sow your seed. And in the evening, do not withhold your hand, for you do not know which will prosper, either this or that, or whether both alike will be good. You don't know. Keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you're supposed to be doing it. You don't know how the doors will be open and the opportunities that you will actually walk into. You see, there are so many people who have the best opportunity to work themselves into advancement. But they'll say this, I don't like this. It's so important to me. I'm just looking for the big stuff. You cannot start from 0 to this point, to 100%. To 100 miles in seconds. Listen, you have to start from somewhere. If you observe the wind and the cloud, you will not sow, you will not reap. And there are so many people who are waiting for the big bang to come. For me, I learned that in life, some people run, some people walk, some people fly. But I'll take my time to walk. Because when I walk and I get tired, at least I can take a seat and learn whilst I'm sitting. But when you're flying, you don't see anything. When you're running, you don't have chance to see images as clear as you should. Walk. How many times parents tell their children, stop running, walk, stop running, walk. Learn to walk first. Before you learn to what? Run. Identify opportunities. Identify them. Build up your resume. Build up your resume. You don't know what is going to be good or what's going to be bad. So you have to take advantage. The opportunity to live is very important. The opportunity to live is very important. And you have to want to live. You have to want to live. I would like to speak to young people. Listen very carefully, young people. I hope I can get your attention this morning. Young people, again, listen to me. Recently, if you've been following the news, not just here, but all over the world, opioids, heroin, crack, cocaine, alcoholism, social or non-social, marijuana, and all illegal prescription drugs are killers and home wreckers. Many people are destroying themselves. Listen, smart people with great potential and bright future are dying at an alarming rate. Look up here. Wonderful people. And all that you are seeing right now are dead because of bad choices. You have opportunity. Can you identify it? Or you identify the wrong opportunities. Listen to me. If you're a parent here and your son and your daughter is still under your care and your child is addicted to a drug and you want to protect the shame of what will be future destruction and you put your foot down to help your child, you've got to be blamed. We don't have illegitimate children. In fact, we have illegitimate parents. It is not the children who have to go to prison. The parents are the ones who have to be slapped and beaten because they spoil their children in the fear that if they put their foot down, the children will rebel. Get yourself up. Identify the opportunity to save your child. Don't waste people's time to pray for your child when your decision is aiding them in self-destruction. What you see here, these are lives of people that are destroyed. And it's so sad the way our reality seems today. When a kid dies from a substance abuse overdose, somehow it seems to impress other kids to want to do something more potent. And it looks like they are chasing what we call the next high. This is what is happening to our kids. Oh, is it what killed? I want it more powerful than that. We got to understand that you have to identify life. Choose life. God says, I put before you life and death. Identify life, choose life that you will live. You have to want to live. You have to want to improve your life. You have to want to improve your life. Don't sit here, stand here, oh, I'm 65, I'm 70, I'm 59, and this thing, I think all I've got to do is sit around and wait for my children to bring me more babies. Sit around and, wait for my children to just bring the baby. I just love to kiss my babies and babysit them and change diapers. Improve your life. Improve your life. Some of you remember individuals in this body 10 years ago, 11 years ago precise. Most of them were inspired and challenged. They realized, they identified opportunities. And one in particular, one of our sons I love, Shako. Shako was one of the young men from Africa who loves Africa. He's from the Congo. He loves Africa. And I always said he's very eclectic. He's very unique. He's the creator. And I inspired him by putting him in touch with the right people in the body who can actually speak into his life. Every moment, every minute I get with him, I just try to just push something, just push him in his own direction. Recently, he was in my home, precise this past Wednesday, and I was impressed. And here I'm looking at him, and he's already gone to school, finished his master's, and he's doing great, and he's even going to do great things. I sit here and I watch Pastor Travis. When I met him 15 years ago, he was president of a television network owned by Willie Gary, the Jacksons, and some groups of people of Evander Holyfield. I was on the air for few years. He made sure that I stayed on air. He identified opportunity. He was in Atlanta. When I said to him, I think it's time for you to relocate. Come here. He didn't hesitate. He came with his beautiful wife and beautiful daughter. He identified opportunity. He didn't say, what do I get here? I mean, am I going to be paid? What is the salary? No, he didn't look at that part. Because he knew then he's got me face to face. If I need to talk to him, I'll talk to him. I want to gain from him. I want wisdom. I need grace. I need the things that God has put in him. I sit here today and I'm proud of him, if I can use that word proud, and believe that God would not be upset with that. I am proud of him, grateful for what God has done in his life and what God is doing in his life. He identified opportunity. He went back to school, got his master's, and did some programs also with Harvard. I'm proud of him. We had people here who had associate degrees then. They've gone all the way to do doctorate because they identified opportunity. The fact that you are a certain age doesn't mean you should just cup and forget and roll over and die. No. Identify opportunity. Well, I am old. I am old now that my bones are aching. Now that arthritis is setting in, now that this, now that this, listen, get yourself up. Identify opportunity. Some of you women who are thinking that your life is done, if I may just throw this suggestion here, some of you are qualified to be models, to model irrespective of your size as inspiration for others. Identify opportunities. Say, well, I think I'm fat. You look in the mirror and just curse yourself all day long. I am fat. Look at my thigh. Look at my here. Look here. And you show people. What for? Stop allowing people to degrade you. People who don't identify the opportunities that you have. Don't let them put you down. Don't let a man tell you, honey, I don't love you anymore because you are fat, you are ugly, you are this. Let him hit the road and call him Jack. And tell him, don't come back no more, no more, and no more. Identify opportunities and make it work for you. Let me remind you again, the greatest enemy of opportunity is excuse. The greatest enemy of opportunity is excuse. By the way, after this session, if you walk out of this place, can you recognize opportunity when you meet it? After this session, walking out of this place, can you recognize opportunity when you meet it? Second point, can you identify opportunities when you see them? There are opportunities everywhere. You see, some people always want to be in things that is already done. Take advantage. There's opportunity. Opportunity. There's opportunity. Opportunity to learn something. Opportunity to do something. Opportunity to make your life better. Take advantage. Take advantage. Take advantage. Don't give excuse. Don't live in excuse. And don't accept the address of excuse. Don't live on excuse avenue or excuse lane. Don't actually try to buy home in that cul-de-sac. It is not good for you. Because if you buy a home or you settle in the cul-de-sac of excuse, you will be locked out there. You will never get out of that neighborhood. Don't give excuse. Get out of the excuses. Well, you know, no one, I know. Get out of the excuses. John chapter 4. John chapter 4, verse 35 and 37. John chapter 4, 35, 36, and 37. Come on, read with me. What does it say? Do not say, there are still 4 months, then comes the harvest. Behold, I say to you, lift up your eyes and look at the fields, for they are already white for harvest. And he who reaps receives wages and gathers fruits for eternal life, that both he who sows and he who reaps may rejoice together. Verse 37. For this saying is true. One sows, see opportunity. When others don't see it, see it. See opportunity. I sit back many times. That's why I say to you, listen, most of us who are born in America, we miss out on opportunities because we are too close to it. We are too used to it. You know that if you sit around potent scent long enough, the scent doesn't overpower you anymore. You've been sitting around potent blessing long enough. Now you are inoculated against it, that you even don't see it or feel it. And strangers come here and they succeed. Strangers come here and they succeed. They came from nowhere. Don't be jealous of the Chinese, Vietnamese, and the Mexicans and try to kick them out of the other way. Don't be jealous of the people who come here and take advantage of what you don't take advantage of. They come into your neighborhood, 20 of them. They'll use one car. They stay in one room. They put their monies together. You just get a job. You've not got your first pay yet. You go to the car lot. You pick a car so expensive that you don't have money to pay. Whilst people are identifying opportunities, you're living out of your nonsense. I won't say senses, because if you have a sense, you won't do that. You're out of your nonsense, because we all have two sides of us, the sense and the nonsense. So many people like to live on their nonsense more than their senses. Take advantage of the opportunities. Can you identify the opportunities? You sit around people who have wisdom. Instead of being quiet and learn from them by wisdom, you run in your mouth. And they look at you, say, look at the food, talking all along. Whilst I could have given him 5 minutes and given him enough to change his life. Take advantage. Can I go to school? Yes, I can. You can. Can I read? Yes, you can. Can I learn another language? Yes, you can. Can I do this? Yes, you can. Listen, if you are an adult, may I throw this opportunity, and you have a home all to yourself, paid for. You pay no rent. You pay no mortgage. And you have a house to yourself. You don't go anywhere. You love children. Why don't you open a nursery in your home? Can you identify opportunities? You bake cakes, and people like your cake. They like it so much that you show it up in every birthday party. Can you start putting a little price on it? Can you identify opportunity? I came to America with an accent. And that's my wife, with an accent from Mexico. And people told me gladly, they said, if you had come here earlier, you'd have been lynched. Because you know that black and white don't deal so much here. I said, ask my wife, let her open her mouth to tell you whether she's white or what. They look at the color to identify that. I'm talking about 1980, 84, 85. I told her, let's go to America. This is where God wants us to be. Let's do this so that nobody will say tomorrow that they made us. Let's trust God. We're going to sleep on the floor. Let's do it. And she said, what? I said, let's do it. Let's do it. I saw opportunities that people didn't see. You're serving somebody, serve well. Can you see the opportunity? Listen, there are some people who can serve their way to ownership. But you just go there, you serve 2 minutes, you get angry because you see them making so much money and you get angry that they're making so much money. This is the problem of many Africans. If you have an African working, you start a company and you put an African in, many of them, when they see you making so much money, they think the money is supposed to belong to them. He's making so much money, but you didn't start a job. He's been doing this job for 45 years. You just came in. Can you see his opportunity? Ruth and Naomi. There's an opportunity here. Naomi prepared Ruth for the opportunity. Listen, this is my kinsman. I'm going to prepare you here. This is an opportunity here. You do this. You're not going to work in this field. You're going to work in this field. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. When you understand the opportunities that are before you, you will not have excuse to say, God has not done what he promised you. I want to provoke you this morning. Identify opportunities. I used to say this, well, this person is so proud. This person is so proud. But God says to me, don't be too concerned about what they are. If they are getting results and you're not getting results, there's something is wrong with you. If proud people advance and humble people will not go anywhere in life, then you have to ask yourself, what will you do? Will you be humble? And what is humility anyway? Humility is not, yes, please. No, that's not what humility is. Humility is an attitude. It's not in words. It's a state of being. A humble man is not a person who is always quiet or a person who is quiet. No. No. That's not humility. Identify opportunities. No, I'm too shy. I'm shy. In my culture, we don't beg. Can you see the opportunity there? Can you see the opportunity there? Can you see the opportunity there? There's certain opportunities that all you got to do is just come with the, yes, sir. No, ma'am. That's an opportunity. Can you identify opportunity? Don't say there are 4 months. Make a decision today. Don't put it in the future. And for the sake of my time, I'll pick it up in the second service.
Hello, people of God.
Hi, hello, vanakkam. Hello.
Hello, this is CC Richards, and this beautiful young lady standing next to me is
Selena Richards.
My name is God's Power Senobrowe.
My name is Emmanuel Fletcher Jr.
My name is Glennis White.
My name is Gloria Bobo.
My name is Pushpa.
My name is Nidia Olivero Jenkins. I come from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico.
I'm originally from Nigeria, West Africa.
I'm from Liberia.
I'm from Malaysia.
I'm from Ghana, West Africa, and I have been in this church for 5 years.
And we've been in this ministry for 10 years now.
I've been in Life International for 8 years.
I've been in this ministry now for the past 3 months.
I've been in the church for 9 years and I'm so blessed.
I've been in this church for the last 15 years.
And we've been at Life International for 26 and a half years. You believe that?
I love this church.
The thing I love most about this church,
One of the things that I like about this church is
Oh my goodness, absolutely life change here under this ministry. I love the fellowship.
the Word of God is preached undiluted.
You can apply every single word to your life and it works, and you will see the blessings of God.
I can truly say that I'm very blessed.
Because of the power, the way, the will, and the word of God that I learned here.
This church has grown to become my family.
I love the fellowship and the family atmosphere.
I got sisters, I got brothers, and I found a husband in here.
When you walk through the doors, you just instantly feel the love.
This place welcomed me and touched my soul and everything.
You get to worship God together with people from all over the world.
This is a multicultural church. We have people from all ethnicity, from all over the world.
You can say that it's very diverse.
I'm so blessed.
And the message that comes from our pastor, His Royal Majesty.
I love the man of God here because he's down to earth and he is a real father of the gospel.
That equipped us to be successful in life, ministry, and to reach others for the kingdom.
This is a safe place.
This is a very, very diverse place.
We all have one common goal, and that is to lift up the name of Jesus.
But this place doesn't matter where you come from, because these people in here make you feel at home.
And it's truly a Life International.